What's going on, guys? We are back for another quick video update, and this is going to be a pretty quick video talking about matte versus glossy covers for your KDP low and no content notebooks. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to learn more about e-commerce, print on demand, and KDP, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because that's what I do here on the channel as we go over different tactics for building online businesses with print on demand and everything else, physical products and everything in between for e-commerce. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and check below in the description. I'm going to put links to anything I talk about this video and all of my other videos. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. So matte versus glossy covers. Well, really, there are a bunch of different use cases for both. Now, to be honest, my recommendation is if you guys are just getting started with KDP, and this is something that I'm doing as I'm just starting to learn this platform more and more, make sure you guys take a design and put up two different versions of the notebook. So put up one with a matte cover and then go ahead and put up one with a glossy cover. And I recommend that you actually order one copy of each of these. Now, this is going to do a few things for you. One, you're going to get these in the mail. You get to see kind of how they arrive, how long it takes for Amazon to print them and ship them to you. And you get a better idea of what your customer is going to be experiencing when they buy your low content notebooks and journals. So I highly recommend this. You know, just like we're doing with merch by Amazon, you might want to buy some of your t-shirts there to see how they print out. Kind of the same deal. It's a great way to actually see what Amazon does with these notebooks and how their whole system works. So I'll be honest with you guys, most of my designs are matte notebooks, and that's just because for right now most of my products are just very simple low and no content notebooks where I'm just using very basic designs and I'm just going for a composition notebook or something of that style. But to get into it, I just want to show you guys a few different examples. So the matte cover has its own use cases and the glossy cover has its own use cases. So the matte cover is the one I use for most of them. We see this, the unicorn niche. A matte cover is what I'm going to be using for something that I'm doing like this, right? Like just a basic composition notebook. I think the matte has a really nice feel to it. It feels really great when you hold it. When you get it, it's a great customer experience, and they hold up super, super well. Now the glossy one, I like to think of it as you're using that more for a use case where you might have something that is maybe in a dirtier environment where you might want to have the ability to wipe that notebook down or clean it off, right? And an example of that would be something like a recipe notebook, right? A recipe notebook, if you're using this in the kitchen, using something with a glossy finish is going to be a great thing to do for your customer, because it's actually going to give them the ability to clean the journal or the notebook off if it gets dirty. This might also apply if you're making like a camping or hiking journal or something that's going to be used in the outdoors. I highly recommend maybe thinking about using the glossy finish for something like that, just to give it that feel and give your buyer actually the ability to kind of clean the notebook or journal off. So in regards to matte versus glossy, really at the end of the day, it is up to you guys, and you really need to use your discretion depending on what niche you're making your notebooks for. Now, I did want to show you guys really quick. I don't have two copies in front of me, but I did find this awesome video I'm going to link to down below. This guy actually goes ahead and reviews. It shows you guys a copy of the matte book that he actually got, and then the glossy one. And in this little screenshot where I paused it, you can kind of get a feel for this. So this one on the left is the matte journal, and as you guys can see, it's not as shiny. It doesn't have that same sheen to it. This one over here, you can see the light is reflecting off it. It's glossy, right? It's just what you would expect to get with a glossy notebook journal, really glossy anything else. So the reason I wanted to bring this up is just to show you guys the difference between kind of the two different styles of cover. And maybe you want something that's going to pop a little bit more and kind of reflect, well, then you're going to want to go with the glossy cover, versus if you have something that's very basic and you want it to have a really good texture and feel to it, then the matte cover might be a better solution. So with that being said, guys, it's a very, very short video. Let me know down below in the comments which one you're doing more of. I'd say about 95% of my notebooks and journals right now are the matte finish that we see over here on the left side. But I have been putting up some more with the glossy one for some of the other niches that I'm getting into. So I hope that video was helpful. As always, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to learn more about kind of the small tactics and strategies that I'm using and just things that I'm exploring with KDP low and no content books. And of course, check the description down below. I'm going to put a link to this video as well, because he does a great job reviewing these, and also any other relevant tools and tricks. So with that being said, guys, we will see you at the next video. Cheers.